The Xbox Series S and X, the best place to play older generation of PlayStation games. All right, guys, before we get into this, my goal is to hit 10K subscribers by the end of the year, and I see a lot of you are new here. If you like daily content, you like these styles of videos, please consider hitting that subscribe button. One of the best things about the Xbox Series S and X is the ability to customize it, especially when you get into the developer mode. And on top of that, it's the ability to add emulators. If you want to play older games from older generations, if you want to play PlayStation games on your Xbox Series S and X, you can do that. And we have a new video from Modern Vintage Gamer showing just how good emulation is for PlayStation 2 games on the Xbox Series S. Now, the video itself I will have linked in the description below. I highly recommend going to check it out and going to watch it to kind of see the entire workings of the PSX2 and everything that you can do within that emulator. But the conclusion from this video is now PlayStation 2 games are better than ever on Xbox. So he's playing games like God of War that obviously are PlayStation exclusives, and they look absolutely stunning and amazing being played out in 4K on an Xbox Series S. Now, the main reason why it's possible is because of this emulator, PCSX2, which is an open source PlayStation 2 emulator that got a big update and now actually has a standalone app that you can download directly onto your Xbox to be able to access it. And just quickly looking at these games, like for example, here is God of War with the resolution upscale. They literally look like they are brand new remastered versions of these games. It's one of my favorite things when it comes to the Xbox Series S and X with their native backwards compatibility stuff, their original Xbox games, games like Dead to Rights, games like Panzer Dragoon, where you take a look at those games right now and you load them up with all of the auto HDR, the resolution upgrade, the FPS upgrade. It literally feels like you are playing a remastered version without actually having to go out and spend more money for a remastered version where they just slap it on the title and pretty much do the same things that they do with the Xbox's native backwards compatibility. So this is a very cool thing. It's something that I absolutely love that Xbox does. They open up the console to really let you make it the way that you want to make it in terms of putting the apps on there to play all of these backwards compatible titles. Something that you can't even really do right now natively on the PlayStation 5. They do have the backwards compatibility that they have improved upon. If you remember when they first launched the PlayStation 5, they didn't want anything to do with backwards compatibility. They believed in generations until they realized how good the backwards compatibility and how popular it was on the Xbox Series S and X. They went back on that, brought over PlayStation 4, and now with the PlayStation Plus tiers, there is backwards compatibility with the older generations of PlayStation, but you have to sign up for a certain tier. For example, you have to get PlayStation Plus Premium to be able to access the PS3 backwards compatibility, which are streamed. It's not even native on the console itself. So the backwards compatibility stuff on Xbox, I've said this multiple times, one of the best features that will keep the Xbox around for a very long time. People will be buying Series X's and Series S's just to set them up as these emulation devices. If you take a look at the price of the Xbox Series S as well, you could go out there and buy one or two of them and just have these boxes set up around your house to play all of these different styles of games. And if what we saw in my video yesterday is going to be coming true, once the price drops on the Xbox Series S in November, $240. Stuff like this is going to help sell those consoles as well. And sticking on the subject of backwards compatibility, Fallout 4 is now also getting a brand new upgrade for the Xbox Series S and X and for the PlayStation 5, as well as bug fixes and creation club content in 2023. Now, the upgrade that the game is going to be getting is a performance mode, which will feature high frame rates, which, if you remember, Fallout 4 was one of those first games that actually got upgraded via the Xbox FPS Boost program. So there was still already those higher frame rates right now if you want to check it out, but this is going to be a dedicated upgrade to it. So you're going to be choosing between the different modes within Fallout 4, and there's going to be quality features for 4K resolution gameplay. So this is great. I love when developers are still working on these older games and bringing out these updates like this to bring those quality of life features up to par for people who haven't played the game yet. Now will be a great time. Or if you want to jump back in and do another run through Fallout 4, probably now with this new upgrade when it comes in 2023 will be the best time to jump back into the game. And they're also going to be adding more of the Creation Club content, which is always good. More content, more stuff to do, more people playing. And again, it brings you back to Bethesda and working on these games and bringing out parity in terms of content across all of the different consoles, even on the PlayStation 5. This is not something they would have had to have done for the PlayStation 5 version of this game. because we know Bethesda is owned by Xbox Game Studios, and if they wanted to give that advantage to people maybe going out and purchasing a copy of Fallout 4 now to play with these upgraded features, they would lean towards the Xbox because it would only be on there. They are still bringing these out to the PlayStation 5. And obviously right in the battle of the Activision Blizzard acquisition with the CMA, I think stuff like this is going to show that Xbox is definitely still willing to support PlayStation with content parity for these older games that have a large fan base already on the platform. So just more great backwards compatibility stuff. That this is one of the reasons why I love Xbox, why I love what they are doing with these consoles, where they're saying, hey, we know you're going to want to tinker. We're going to charge you $20 to jump into the developer mode, and we're going to leave you alone and let you do whatever you want to do on the console itself. And we're seeing more of that awesome stuff with the PC SX2 emulator for the PlayStation 2. And then, hey, Fallout 4 getting that big upgrade that's going to be coming in 2023. But that's it for me, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, if you liked what you saw, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.